don't know if you can hear me, but I made it across. It's really bad here, Verlaine. I think there's something here.
Hey, how's it going? It's Dalton here, and today we're going to be talking about Alien Isolation. And I'm going to share my thoughts on the game, and I want to know what you think of it as well. I know it came out quite a few years ago, but I went back and replayed it, and let's get into things. Alien Isolation story, it's a pretty simple one. You're Amanda Ripley, the daughter of the main character of the original film Alien, and your gang is investigating the Sevastopol station for information on what happened to the Nostromo, which is the ship from the first game. When traversing to the space station via a spacewalk transport, something goes wrong, as you can imagine, and the crew is scattered. Amanda has to survive on the Sevastopol station from here by herself. And Alien Isolation is a very peculiar game as far as the gameplay goes, because many games try to empower you to complete your objectives and feel good about them. Most games will have enemies that stand in your way, but you can dispatch them as long as you know what you're doing. Your main enemy in Alien Isolation, though, is always stalking you and listening, and it can't be killed, so that makes it pretty difficult to be able to complete objectives, because it really wants to kill you. One wrong move and your life ends. I wouldn't really even describe the game as fun. Alien Isolation is a game that has you performing all the actions in place of what the characters would do in the movie, and that, to a lot of people, is not a whole lot of fun. With the constant suspense of never knowing what's around the corner and the alien always hunting you, it's difficult, I'd say, to recommend Alien Isolation to someone who isn't really a fan of scary games. As a fan of scary games myself, though, I'd say that I look at the game as more of a challenge. How can I perform the actions that I need to do while not dying from this thing that's always hunting me and not die in the process? And that's the thing, is the game takes a lot from the source material from the original movie, the fear that the survivors feel, and they put that onto you, basically, the player, because you know that this thing is out there hunting you constantly, ready to pounce on you, and you have to go about the objectives that are presented to you throughout the game anyway. And the game does present you with some ways to kind of prevent death, even though really they're not that useful when in the grand scheme of things they don't do that much damage to the alien. The game will present you with weapons like revolvers, shotguns, etc. But really, all you do is make the alien mad when you use them, and you're worse off in the end because it just attracts more attention to you whenever the noise goes off that those guns make. There are some guns later on in the game that do more damage, like the flamethrower, but even then damage isn't really the right word. It more just frightens the alien and makes it want to go away for a little bit and run back and hide somewhere. Usually your best solution in the game is to just hide if you can. The game does present you with other ways to achieve your goals through the use of noisemakers, flashbang grenades, and other gadgets that you can use to draw attention to other places while you sneak around to do what you need to do. And that's usually your best option, because if you try to hit something head on in a situation in this game, you're not going to make it out well. And there were numerous times that I can remember where I would use a noisemaker to draw out an alien, or draw out the alien, I should say, and aim it at a group of survivors. And then, as the alien was ripping them to shreds, I would sneak by to complete my objective with the peace of mind knowing that the survivors wouldn't be an issue. While the gameplay has you navigating through the ship of the Sevastopol station to avoid the alien, the atmosphere of the ship is where Alien Isolation really shines. Audio cues, lighting effects, and other details that are combined into this experience really make you feel like a survivor in the alien world. Now, if that's a fun experience, that can be left up to you to decide. I can't tell you how many times that I was impressed by the smallest details that the game showed. Your faithful companion in the game, the motion tractor, will be hauntingly at you when it senses movement and always has you questioning who or what it detects. Other details were the sirens that blare during a lockdown to the smallest beeps that the door in front of you will make when they unlock. With all that being said, Alien Isolation's greatest feat is being able to pull you into its universe and make it seem like a real place. Alien Isolation doesn't offer up a whole lot of replayability. What it does offer, though, is some campaign DLC that puts you in the place of the original cast in Alien. You'll take control of them as they try to flush the alien out into space, and the climax of the movie where Ripley has to escape from the alien herself. And those are my thoughts on Alien Isolation. Overall, I really enjoyed the game, and I thought it was a great adaptation of the film into a playable experience. That being said, I wouldn't use the word fun to describe the game at all. I like a challenge, and I like horror games, and Alien Isolation definitely ticks both of those boxes, but for a more casual person or someone who doesn't really enjoy scary games, I don't think this is going to be the game to get you to like the genre. But with all that being said, if you like the game, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button as well as ringing that bell so that you never miss a video that I put out. I'll talk to you next time.